Do we continue living like this? And before you say, well, Gina, honey, what are you talking about? What do you mean, how long do we continue living like this? Well, just take a look at our world that we live in. Take a look at the family structure. Take a look at the separation that has taken place on a global scale. Take a look at the isolation. Take a look at the staring at your phones like this. Everybody's got their head down. Take a look at on your cell phone texting, because there is no communication, no face-to-face communication. It's how long can we continue down this road, this path, until it all completely falls apart? Do we give in? Do we cave into it? Do we cave into the game? Because it is kind of like a game. And hello and welcome everyone. I have been sitting in front of this fire. I've been relaxing. Rosie, as you can see, she is really relaxing too. How long can we continue this, you all? How long? Because this is part of a master plan. It is. And only the strong will survive. Let's just face it. Only the strong relationships will survive. Only the strong and determined individuals, and it's the love on the inside. It is the love on the inside of your being that is going to determine how far you make it in this life, how well you do, how well you come forward unscathed on the inside of your being. Now, there will be people who do not agree with me, because you're going to have some rough and tough people. And they're going to be some mean people who, when society collapses, they're going to take what you got, because they're not going to prepare. That's their mentality. I don't have to prepare, because I'm going to go in and I'm going to take what someone else has got, and I don't care. I'll tell you what, the most horriblest thing I ever seen was that it was this really creepy movie. I watched it one time. I didn't even want to watch it. It was really apocalyptic. It's like some kind of a something happened, a great apocalyptic event, and there was hardly anybody left, and they were roaming along hillsides and stuff, and you had this band of evil people came to this farmhouse, and they collected people along the way, and the food was scarce, and I'm not going to say the rest. I don't know if it was called the long road or something like that. No, that's the depravity of society. No, there's going to be people like that. Let's hope that we are already taken out of here before that happens. But no, there are people like that. You have gangs that would probably roam the streets and break into the houses and stuff. They would, if society were to collapse, because, it's already partially collapsing. The dynamics that you normally would find in relationships. Really, it's like, boom. You ever went somewhere, you go in a restaurant, my mother says this a lot. She goes in a restaurant, everybody's got their face in their phone. Everybody, even the people sitting at the table, they're all looking at the phone. They're not talking to one another. They're not. And the longer that continues, the harder and more difficult it is to literally talk face to face with someone, because you don't have that communication skill that you should have until technology came. But remember what Mr. Musk said. Let's talk about Mr. Musk. You won't need to talk. You won't need to write nothing down. You'll have that thing, and it'll all be telepathic communication. You won't even need to be able to speak. And hello, Al, honey. Yeah, we're nearing that. You all just face it. It's a great dividing that is taking place, and it does appear as if this was an orchestrated thing, part of a collapse of a society, but in a totally different way. And it's the the tearing down of the family structure, the tearing down of relationships. It's like their goal. The goal is separate the people, isolate the people to where they feel alone and they want to stay away from people because if they're around people, then they're not safe. Really, really just think about it because then, you know, they are invading your space. So it's best to keep to yourself. We'll just isolate you in your homes. And you don't really want to go around other people because you think the other people are just going to go whatever. You're better off texting. You're better off that way. You're safe. See, you can use this cell phone right here. You're safe as long as you're on the other side of this cell phone. That way, the things you can't say in person, well, it's a lot easier if you just text it right here. So this is like a safety thing. It's a safety thing. It's a convenient thing because communication skills are spiraling down. It is hard. It is hard for people to have face-to-face communications.